Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Team Affinity programs and how you can finish them, how I finished them, and my opinion on the best players to pick, because I have a lot of people asking me which player should I pick out of these, which upgrade should I make to these teams. And Team Affinity too, they're free. They're, well, free, quote unquote free. You don't buy them off the marketplace, and I think some of these cards are really good to add. So we're going to talk about which cards you should add. In my opinion, I'm going to talk about how I finished these sets, and I'm also going to talk about how easily it is to do the exchanges. I will say as well, I don't have any Conquest tips, so anybody's asking about Conquest, I'm not the guy. I'm sure there's plenty of other people on YouTube that have talked about Conquest, so go check out their video. I don't know. I can just tell you right now, I'm not the guy for Conquest. That's not what I'm going to talk about here. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the exchanges real quick, okay? This counts up to 60, so if you haven't even done these yet, you can just do the exchanges and you automatically get one player out of every division. I use this website called showzone.io. Shout out to them. I'm going to leave that link down in the description. They have this little exchanges set. They have exchanges, so they've done all the math for you. Also on their website, they have how to use. So if you click on it, they'll take you to the YouTube video that they posted themselves, so they can go more in depth on how to use theirs. First off, this is showzone.io. All right, they're a great website. I'm not going to go too much into it because if you want to watch their video where it says how to use right here, you can watch that. They'll give you way more in depth, right? But just you go to Showzone, exchanges, this is where you go. You can watch this. Basically, cost per 25K. This is the cheapest that you can do it in. So if you buy these players, you can filter by team right here. Yada, yada, pick the teams you want. Anyways, whatever. Cost per 25K. Also, it shows times per 25K. I don't know if this is in minutes or hours. I'm assuming it's minutes, but I'm not sure. But again, they will talk more about that on if you want to watch this video. I'm not going to go through all that, but let's just say cost per 25K. Let's just say it's 500 stubs. Let's just round up a little bit. That's not the cheapest we have, but let's just say it's 500 stubs, okay? We're going to do some math real quick. We go exchanges. First one, 500. Second one is 1,000. That's 1,500. This one's also 1,500. That's 3,000. Then this one will give you 3,000. So it's 6,000. 6,000 stubs. Granted, it might take some time, but for 6,000 stubs, you can choose at least one player out of all these. Now, like I said, I did the collections here. I didn't do any moments. I just kept replaying these missions by playing BR. That's what I did, is I played a bunch of BR. So over time, I just got it. But you can do all these missions, and of course, you can do Conquest. Like I said, I'm not the guy for Conquest, so I'm not going to go through that. Now, we're going to kind of go through the best part here. Which players should you pick? All right, I'm going to go through each division, tell you which player that I prefer in each division, and then I'm going to rank which divisions you should start off. Obviously, it all depends. If you need pitching, you got to go for pitchers. Obviously, if you need a certain position, everything is just my opinion. Everything is so different situations, so there's no really right way or wrong way to do it, honestly. Just pick whatever you feel, but if you want some guidance, I'll offer some. So let's just go. If you could do 6 of these, right? Get those exchanges for 6K a pop, which it's 36,000 stubs, right? And you can only pick one from each one. And which ones I would do first, right? Spend my stubs on first. First one, Edward Cabrera. I'd do that. Then second, I would come up here. I would pick Roy Oswalt. That'd be the second one I'd pick. Then personally, if you don't have a shortstop, or if you're weak at shortstop or first base, it depends. But if you're weak at shortstop, I would go here and I would go Jordan. Boom. And then I'd come over here and I would do Jim. Boom. You have your first baseman. And you've got your 2 starting pitchers already. You got a shortstop and a first baseman. NL Central, I would come over here and I would do Joe Torre. And personally, I would play him at catcher because I've heard he's really good at catcher. So that's who I would get. Boom. But you could also play him at third if you want. NL West, I would come over here and I would personally get Dante Bichette because of his hitting, and his fielding isn't great, but also you could go Willie Mays. Willie Mays isn't a bad choice either. I just don't hit well with him, so I would take Dante over him, but Willie Mays is also a really good card that people like. Okay, so now let's say you're like, I've already done all 6 of them. Now who should I grind for next? I think you definitely go NL East. You definitely go Cliff Lee, right? Get Cliff Lee out. Then go Garrett Crochet for the White Sox. Then go here and get Torrey Hunter would kind of be my order, and then Ronnie. And then I would go Ronnie here, the shortstop for the Mets. And then, of course, you can fill in, like, if you need a certain need. But, again, You can do these exchanges for 6K. Now, I don't know how long it'll take, like it said there. I think that's minutes instead of hours if you go watch that video, but it's probably like 20-30 minutes, could even be longer, but you can get this for 6K. So, and even if it's a little bit more, 7-8K, that's still not horrible. 8K for one of these guys is absolutely insane. And then, like I said, for missions, this is just me from playing ranked seasons. And then once you get these guys, if you really want, you can just go play the CPU and do that, right? Get the collections, which is another 10. And once you get to 60, you only need to get 30 more to do that, to get another player, and then only 20 more, and then 20 more, and then 20 more. So it's not horrible. That's my take on Team Affinity, on who I would pick and everything. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. And again, these are just my opinions on players. So if you're like, oh, but I actually picked Cal Ripken and I hit 400 with Cal Ripken, that's perfectly okay. I've never played with Cal, but I just personally don't like that he only has 65 power versus righties, versus Jordan has 92 and 86. He just seems more balanced to me, right? Everything's opinion based, and all that matters, I will state, all that matters is that you play the cards that you're good with. So if you guys ask me, hey, who should I play here? What should I do here? Should I buy this guy? Should I sell this guy? I mean, I'll give you my opinion on what I believe. But if you're like, dang, I kind of want to keep that guy because I actually hit really well with him, or I pitch really well with that guy, or I don't pitch well with that guy, that's perfectly fine. If you don't pitch well with Edward Cabrera, then don't have Edward Cabrera in your lineup. You know what I'm saying? Everything is different. Some people hit really well with cards. Some people don't hit really well with cards. Let me give you an example. I don't hit well with Jim Thome. I hit 300, 3 for 10 with 1 home run. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Yes, could I play him more? I definitely could. But there are some first basemen that I just play with better, so I don't have that feeling of I need to be playing Jim. Like I said, this is just my opinion. If you guys, again, have any comments or questions, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be there to answer them, all right? I appreciate you guys. You guys are showing so much support on this channel, which is wanting me to push out as many videos as possible. Yeah. All right, you guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.